listen, I get it. People are going to be skeptical, and people were talking about that I'm getting scammed. You think I would get scammed? You think I would allow myself to be scammed? No. I've lost like 36 pounds. No. You see people on Instagram all the time that lose weight. People decide to lose weight, they lose weight. That I've been talking to doctors for 10 years. None of them could fix any of my problems. And many of you out there have the same things. Sleep apnea. Can't sleep. You're snoring, you're choking, whatever it is in the middle of the night. What do? They give you a CPAP machine, which doesn't work, or you leave it on for a while and rip it off.
Doesn't work.
I had problems with my legs. I had problems I didn't realize I had that doctors didn't even tell me. In 5 months, this guy completely changed my life.
Okay, is your life a meme yet? Can you not fucking see this? Do you know that's you? Do you know that's you? If you're TESC, that's you. All day long, every single fucking thing you're saying is absolutely predictable. Same with Gary, same with me. And that's what I see people in real life like, wow, that's interesting. Back to my life. Like, no, not back to your life. You're still trapped in the fucking show. Whatever type you are, you're just saying and doing everything everyone else of your type is doing, and therefore you end up in the same goddamn ditch and at the same predictable time. What I was saying earlier, where Gary, if he's overdoing the analogies, the guy next to him is going, and so you have an observer sitting next to a decider, right? And the decider is just going off, and the tribe, and the other guy, and you, and me, and you, and the observer is sitting there going, it's a little weird. Stop fucking beating up on everybody. Can I talk about my shit?
Everybody was saying, well, share your blood work with us. We just did my blood work yesterday, and here you go. He's going to give you the results of my last blood work test, which now has been, I'm in like 20 weeks, or 25, whatever, 5 months I'm in this.
Who are you yelling at?
For 5 months, we got the before and after blood work. You can't take these numbers. It's not my opinion. This is just a fact pattern. So for those of you that are familiar with blood work, I'm going to put this up online so you can actually see it. Dana's given us the authority to do that. So you're going to see in the CBC when you...
All right, that's enough. So one goes up, one goes down. And then one goes down and one goes up. You see that? Observer, decider. Okay. Let me go back to data. I want to see some more people drama.
And this inflammation that he's talking about, those of you that out there that have sleep apnea or snoring, that's part of, have you ever got, if they don't put you on a CPAP machine, I had a doctor in LA told me, what we need to do is go in there and cut your tonsils out and then widen your throat. What? That's what they told me to do. And now it's all gone because it was inflammation inside my throat. You might have the same thing.
Yeah, so imagine you bring this inflammation down and now you're breathing better, possibly even not requiring a CPAP machine because you don't want to be suffocating at night. The big win was when we got the blood sugar.
Well, I love watching these extremes. If somebody had this happen. All right, I got one more, just for laughs. Watch this.
How about this? I had doctors doing my blood, every few months. They didn't even tell me that. They didn't tell me about my triglycerides, and I definitely didn't know about that.
Who's responsible?
And the other thing is, not only are sugars really high, hemoglobin A1C, but something else was really high called insulin. So when your sugars rise, your insulin rises. As you become more insulin resistant, it takes more insulin to lower blood sugar. The thing about insulin that escapes most people is that the primary role of insulin is not to lower blood sugar.
Oh my god, we're all going to hell. This is fucking everybody. Just fucking everybody, man. It just doesn't stop. All right, let's move on to Gary. Let's get his type figured down and get the hell out of here so we can all have a fucking drink. I'm not an alcoholic, but I think I'm going to start today. All right, so Gary, we are seeing he is an observer, especially compared to our decider, Dana White, buddy. I think that's one of the best ways to type. Set you next out to Dana White and see, do you freak out about tribe stuff? No, he cannot. He's wiggling in his fucking chair. Get me out of here when the decider shit cranks up. Observer, it's all about the missing information. It's the database. He's jiving with Brad Leah, but not Brad Leah. He's not SC. That is N. Are we sure that's N? Well, we've seen a lot of analogies, concepts, understanding. And then the fear is going to be the sensory, the SI, the database. So the final type it worked him out to be is another one of these goddamn ENTPs, and a good one. Oh, and that makes sense of the SI lips. And he does look a little bit like an ESTJ, which, kind of, I guess. He's got the SI and the T, you know what I mean? So sometimes those things throw you, sometimes they're consistent.
I value loyalty a lot. I was sitting with Joe, and he had a phone call with you. Joe was getting canceled for something. They didn't want him commentating. You on the phone offered your resignation over this. I got teary-eyed over that. You're a good man.
Thank you.
That was powerful.
When you're with me, you're with me. It's a two-way street. I'm not one of these guys that is going to roll over and it's like going through COVID. I wasn't laying any of these people. Some of these people have been with me for 20 years. We're gonna lay them off. This motherfucker will burn.
Yeah.
Before I would do that to my people. None of that type of stuff is ever going to happen while I'm here. Can't say what's going to happen when I leave, but when I'm here, the people who are with me and have been with me, they know exactly what's up. And Joe knows what's up. And Joe Rogan has been very loyal to me, and I am very loyal to Joe Rogan.